Patient unable to sleep several nights per week. Nervousness and depression since his wife moved to the night shift. Reports stress taking care of children through the day and fears his wife may be pregnant again. No medication for now. Reoccurring nightmare in which his mother has thrown away his father's war medals. Patient displays symptoms of OCD, rituals of hand washing and counting, which must be accomplished before and after various tasks are completed. Refrigerates garbage, reports a reoccurring fear of hitting someone in her car, and often circles the block to see if she's run someone over. Patient estimates these fears occupy her thoughts at least 2 hours. Dictation 7-3, patient Mark Gentner. Describes spontaneous self-destructive fits, beat a man senseless with a table leg in a barroom fight, recently put his own hand in boiling soup, indicates manic...
Soup.
Patient a classic bipolar 2. Symptoms played out in romantic adventuring and online betting. Requested lithium, which she had taken as an adolescent but discontinued after marriage. Prescribed Zoloft at 50 milligrams. Blood work. Patient was stable but made a number of innuendos inappropriate in the doctor-patient context.
That was Adagio for Strings number 4, a piece of course written in celebration of the town's many courageous fishermen. You're listening to Mannered Mornings on listener-supported National Public Radio. Join us now as we turn our ears to a small village in Sicily, the home of Giulio Panzetti. As the story goes, the composer was walking along a beach...
A girl from the high school jumped out of the third-story window.
It was terrible. It was the Schnipke girl.
You were there? You didn't tell me.
I was there. I was working yesterday afternoon. She jumped to get back at her boyfriend.
It's part of our Songbird series here on listener-supported National Public Radio.
Well, that's stupid. It's just incredibly stupid.
You know, Doug, for a psychiatrist, you aren't very...
Very what? I mean, we know this girl. Why would you do that?
So because we know her parents, we just automatically know everything going on inside her? She can't feel natural human emotions?
Humans don't naturally jump out of third-story windows. I could understand if this was some sort of science fair project. Exploring the possibilities of human flight.
Not funny, Doug.
What? I was just using humor to... People use humor to cope, Jenny.
Cope? Cope with what, Doug? What do you have to cope with?
She's at it again.
Doug, she's going to get hurt.
She just planted that tree yesterday. I stood here and I watched her plant that tree.
She's putting up a swing set.
Swing set? Does she even have grandchildren?
She says that if she builds it, they will come.
Did she say that? She didn't say that.
Stuff like that isn't funny to me, Doug. Okay, are you going out there?
She doesn't like me, Jenny.
You mean you don't like her?
Okay, I'm going, but what am I gonna say to her? Hey, you old bat, you gonna saw yourself in two?
If you want to help, grab a hold of those upper branches.
Wait, stop the turbine. I'll give you a hand.
Turbine? Have you ever operated a chainsaw, Dr. Phil?
I've done a lot of things, Miss Wilhausen. Now, chop, let your neighbor have a go.
Doctor, if you don't operate the chainsaw operates you. You weren't in the service, were you? My brother Albert was with the X-Corps in Korea.
Edna, Jenny thought you might need some help with the...
I see your wife out there mowing on Sundays. You weren't in Korea, were you, Doctor?
I was a little bit young for that. Edna, are you feeling okay this morning? Does it make you feel sad when you think about your brother? Is that why you were chopping down this tree?
I'm chopping down this tree because I have to put up a swing set. Here, you could use the experience.
Just pull it out.
No, give me that. You're not ready. You'll have to work up. If you come back later, I'll let you take home some firewood.
Nice try, honey.
Good morning, Officer Davis.
Hey.
Are you going to get to that grass today? It's supposed to rain this weekend.
Well, Doug says he'll get to it, but he hasn't since residency.
Is this the silent treatment? I mean, aren't you supposed to ask me something?
I already asked you a question. Does this make you feel uncomfortable, Mark? Is it hard to talk about these things?
No. But I forget the question. And can you ask me the question again? I forget what it was.
The soup.
Oh, yeah, the soup. Well, I don't know. You keep asking me all this stuff like, how do you feel about this and that? I don't know.
All right. Let's back up. You were in the room, and you were mad at your girlfriend. Am I right so far?
Right.
And then you put your hand in the soup.
Yeah, in her soup.
In her soup. Did I hear you say it was her soup?
Yes.
So, do you think maybe the reason why you put your hand in the soup was because it was her soup?
How's this crap supposed to help me? I mean, why am I even here?
You're here because of a court order, Mark. Because you beat a man senseless with a table leg.
Yeah, I know that, Doug, but I don't buy any of this crap, and you know it. I mean, we grew up together. Besides, I don't see where you get off giving me advice when you and Jenny can't.
Wait. What?
You and Jenny, I mean, everybody kind of knows what's going on with you two.
What does everyone know? These sessions aren't about me, Mark.
Look, all right, okay, wait, we don't have to talk about it.
All right. What do they say about me and Jenny?
Well, Jill talked to Edna, and Edna told her that Jenny said she's not growing in the relationship. Like, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings or anything.
Edna said that? Edna needs to mind her own business.
Edna's a wise woman, Doug. You can learn a lot from her.
Edna, a wise woman. Really. Did Edna tell you to put your hand in the soup? Maybe I should refer you to her so she can give you advice.
Like, your anger's getting the best of you, Doctor. You know what Edna said you should do?
What?
She said you should beat somebody up.
And that's supposed to make Jenny grow in the relationship? Let's talk about you, Mark.
Okay. Now, women say that they want a man that's sensitive and has a sense of humor and he helps out around the house and all that, but they don't.
They don't.
No. They say they do because they think they're supposed to, but they don't.
Jenny loves my sense of humor.
No. No, she doesn't. You know what women want? They want someone bigger.
So just walk into a bar and start something with the first person that looks at me funny?
Maybe. I don't know. I'll tell you what I'd do.
What?
Well, you have to make her take you seriously, Doug. Like put your hand on a burner, or staple your leg. I mean, she'll notice that. They notice blood.
That's crazy, Mark. No, I mean it. That's crazy.
Well, do what you want. What do I know? I'm just a garbage man. Look, all I'm saying is do something, Doug. I mean, just start small, but do something.
I'm not really sure. I mean, I usually do the mowing, so I don't know.
I see. Well, in a traumatic below-the-knee amputation such as this one, the ankle has to be cut back significantly in order to both clean up the ragged amputation site itself, as well as to provide for a better fit when a prosthesis is needed down the line.
Well, when would that be?
Well, the residual limb itself takes about 4 to 6 weeks to
Oh,
heal,
here,
after
we can
which...
just ask him.
Mr. Davis, I'm sorry, but I need to be the bearer of bad news. I need to tell you that we were unable to attach your foot. Ordinarily, this happens because when a limb is denied oxygen for such a long period of time, it's no longer viable. But that wasn't the case with you. We were unable to find it.
What?
The foot. Your right foot, you don't have a right foot, Mr. Davis. Did you put it somewhere?
It's gone?
Yes. And we were wondering if you did something with it.
But the doctor says with this kind of thing, you'll eventually be able to walk normally.
Please think. Try and remember. When was the last time that you had it?
In the first defenestration, all of those hurled from the castle windows died, and died bitterly, impaled on the spears of the cheering crowd assembled to demand their release.
Euglena uses its lone appendage, a single flagellum, for locomotion, capturing prey and many other purposes. But the flagellum is something that unites all organisms. Even we humans have them in our bodies. The flagellum
Fell some 15
Now, don't be mad.
or 50 feet.
Mad? Mad about what?
I found the foot in the mailbox. I didn't know what to do with it, so I put it in the freezer.
The foot?
Yeah, you know, your right foot. It was in a Tupperware container. I recognized it from last Christmas. When Edna came over,
Just let it rain.
we can't just leave her there.
Sure we can. She could be baking Christmas cookies or dispensing holiday wisdom to homeless people.
Merry Christmas, Edna!
Merry Christmas. Dr. Doug, I made these date and fig balls just for you.
So I talked to Edna, and she didn't know what to do.
What to do about what? What are you talking about?
She was just trying to help. She didn't know what else to do.
Yeah, I'd like to report a guy here with his, foot cut off. Yeah. Yes, I would assume, since he's writhing. It's a beige house, with white trim on Glenshire near Boyd. 1709. Oh, no trouble at all. You too. Bye-bye.
So, I found the foot in the mailbox. It was an accident. It's at home now in the freezer. It was an accident.
An accident?
An accident. Honey, I'll get the nurse.
Other historians, however, are not convinced that this landing explains the luck of these hardy Catholics, and the question remains unanswered.
Doug? Doug? Well, if you aren't going to get it...
It's Mark.
It's your friend? Sweetie, I'm getting ready to go out with Katie, so if it's your friend...
He's not a friend. He's a patient.
Then you have to get it. Doug, I'm going to hit the door if you don't. It's been a month, and your patients won't wait forever. Honey, I'm going to hit the door for you.
Hey, Jenny. Is Doug home? I don't know if it's a good time. I just want to talk to him for a couple minutes, so.
Yeah, he's just been, I think he's been on the computer.
All right.
Oh, hold on, he's doing some push-ups. He'll be coming in a minute. Can you wait a second?
Sure.
Doug, are you going to go talk to him, or do I have to do a little session?
I've got nothing to say to the man. He's crazy.
So Mark is crazy. Well, crazy Mark is out there with his chest out and his chin up, like he's ready to give you therapy. Doug, it's not right. I mean, this should be making you stronger, but it's not. You know, a lot of people who lose things end up getting stronger. They learn, they grow. There are people without any legs, and they swim the English Channel. And here you are, doing what?
Hey, Doug. How are you?
Fine.
How does it feel? I mean, how do you feel? I mean, Jenny said you're doing some push-ups in there. Right on, man.
I feel fine.
About the foot?
It feels like a stump.
Yeah. I felt really bad when I heard about it. I mean, you're probably wondering why I came over to the house. Look, I'm gonna come straight with you, man. I mean, I feel bad. I feel like you took my advice the wrong way or something. Did you do this on purpose? Because this is not what I had in mind. It's way over the line, man.
Let me be straight with you, Mark. You see, I wanted to boil my hand in some soup, but we were out. And then I got this idea that I would chop off my foot instead.
Oh. And now you're offended. You're offended. Yes.
Don't worry about it. What's today's date, honey?
What?
Today's date.
It's Tuesday, June 25th, but what?
I found it in the trash. You can imagine my surprise finding it in the trash can. Really quite shocking. Have a nice day at work.
Doug,
What?
what are you doing?
Nothing.
I like the quiet life, it's like living low. Love to go out walking, but don't stray too far from home. Know it's best to hide your eyes when approaching the unknown.
Doug? Doug? Dr. Doug? I saw you go out and I knew you'd come back. Doctor? I knew it was going to happen. I could feel it in my bones like I can feel the rain coming. I had the box ready and the gloves laid out.
Suburbs are like Thorazine, paper right over my fears. Just the garage door closes, the world just disappears. Read the Times confessional, my conscience clears. Brush the ink off my...
Doug, I have to go to work. Here, Edna left you a little note.
I'm not reading anything she wrote. She meant to do it, and now she has to live with her sins.
What's it? You think she meant to do it? That's ridiculous. I talked to her about it, and don't look at me that way. She's our neighbor, and she's my friend. I talked to her about it, and she...
I don't want to know. Do not tell me. She had to mean to do it. That's the only way something like this could happen. She acts crazy, but she's not any more crazy than I am. She understands the situation. She knows things. You don't believe me.
Believe what? That she knows things? Doug, I have to go to work.
Just tell me that you believe me. She meant to do it, Jenny.
Doug, I have to go to work. We can talk about it tonight. I have to talk to you about some things anyways.
What things? Here's what I think of your note.
He sleeps downstairs. No, he just made the decision himself. But it's hard. And you know what else is hard? Is he's not letting go. There are people without any arms or legs, and they swim the English Channel. Doug loses his foot, And he can't go to the office? No, I haven't said that exact sentence to him, but he knows what I think. It's just that you can't talk like that to someone who's lost something. Mom, to be honest, I'm afraid of him. No, not like that. I mean, he wouldn't hurt anyone. It's not like that. It's hard to explain. Did I tell you that he's keeping the foot? No, I'm not kidding. He put it in the freezer. Do about it. I'm not going to eat anything that has to go in that freezer. That's what I'm going to do. I know. I tried to. He fished it out of the trash. No, he won't let me. I'm thinking about just getting rid of it, but replacing it so that he won't know. I don't know, a New York strip? He's a 10.5. Mom, I don't think you can get soup bones at the grocery anymore. Mom. Okay, I'd be surprised if I can last another week with him. You know what's strange is that I haven't seen the actual spot this time.
You don't think this is permanent, Ginny? I know what I need to do. I'm a therapist. I can give myself therapy. I could turn this around.
Doug, I don't know what you need to do. I don't know how this happened.
Def Leppard's drummer lost an arm. The Dukes of Hazzard got through a season with substitute Duke boys. And Van Halen lost David Lee Roth. They just got better.
Sure don't need any help?
No, just leave it running. There's not much left to get.
Everything is great until the icing on the cake melts. Got someone looking at you and he said to himself,
Well, I feel sorry for her.
so ecstatic with you, it was great to see you alive.
Here, let me help you with that.
Thanks.
Did Doug give you any trouble?
Nope.
He's a nice guy.
Facing off in conversation, I always took the participants' ribbon. I'll sit shut.
I don't know why I should feel so guilty. Doug seemed to take it pretty well, which I suppose I should be surprised. This is his thing. He's helped lots of people through this kind of thing. I think that
this is just gonna be better for everyone.
All his seeds were pecked by black crows, so Doug would know. Love leaves by the foot. Haiku. Who are you, Edna Wilhausen? Why did you pick me?
the former Czechoslovakia, for a bittersweet yet surprisingly jaunty reflection on the Czech folk songs of the composer's youth. It's the Festival Minuet, part of Eastern Bloc Month on NPR.
Do you need any help?
You need to talk to Linda.
Oh, you must be, Doug.
Is Edna okay?
Yeah, she's fine. She went to visit my brother in Tempe and just decided to stay out there. She told me you'd probably be stopping over. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna go measure the appliances so that they can fit through the...
Okay.
Is this yours?
Yeah, that's my foot. Edna must have told you about the lawn mowing accident. I was mowing my lawn.
No, she said you were in Korea.
Anyway, I wanted to hold on to the foot for a little while longer, and I must have lost it.
Oh, that's okay. I used to leave my arm everywhere. At the bank, at the pool, at yoga class.
Really?
No! Do you always dress up to help people move?
No, not always. But didn't Edna tell you about the dinner plans? After I help you move, I'm supposed to take you to dinner at the Hilton. And whatever Edna says, you don't question it.
No. We don't question.